This conference will now be recorded.
Just wait for 2 minutes. Let her join, then we'll start. 2 minutes. Otherwise, I will start.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So today we'll discuss about relationships, how to create a relationships. We'll discuss. So before that, what is a relationship? Why we need a relationship? What exactly a relationship? So where we can create a relationship? All those things we'll see. Okay. So relationship is nothing but okay. Let's say while creating an employee record. Okay. Let's say while creating an employee record. Okay. Let me select. Let's say here while creating an employee record, I want to assign this employee to a particular store, right? So basically whether he is coming to which department, this is irrespective of the department. I want to assign this person to a particular store, right? Particular store. I'm going to be appointment, I'm going to be appoint him like means the company is going to appoint them like which store he is going to work in the same way. Okay, in the same way, well, whenever I try to create a bill, okay, whenever I try to create a bill, I want to call the product information as well as I want to call the employee information, right? Who is selling this product and who's like which product he's selling and which employee is selling this product. Why? Because generally in bill, why we'll get all this information means, let's say to employee to get to given a hike, let's say he is a sales employee, okay, by seeing number of sales only I can given a hike to him, right? The same way, so here I can do one thing. I have one option. So what I can do while creating a employee record, I can have a field called store. Simply I can create a field called store as a text field. I can write the store whichever store is going to be work. But the details will be there, but I cannot. There is no relationship, right? I have not created any relationship. I just entered the store name, okay, but I have not created a. If I go with a text file, okay, I will be not able to create a relationship in between store and employee, right? So that's where the relationships came. Okay, so the relationship means if you want to build a relationship in between two objects, why we want to build a relationship? To call the data in between two objects. Okay, to call a data in between two objects, we need a relationships. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. So basically, why we create a relationship means to to exchange data in between objects. Let's say I want to call a particular information in particular object. So I'll go ahead with the, uh, I'll create a relationships. Okay. So what is the relation types means? We have two types of relationships. So what is a relationship? Basically, relationships are, okay. So let me type, relationships. Okay. So basically relationships are parent-child relationship. Okay, parent and child relation. Okay, so among these, one object can be a parent, another object can be a child. Okay, let's say who is going to be child here and who is going to be parent here, right? So the object, which object? Let's say I want to create a relationship between. I want to create a relationship between employee employee and store. Okay, so here which can be a parent and which can be a child means, okay, so which object you are calling in particular object, okay, the calling object will be a parent. This will be a parent. Okay. Okay, and this will be a child. In which object? Okay, in which object you are calling some other object, that object will become child. Okay. Okay, so here I'm calling store information in employee. I want store information in employee. So here employee is calling of, so store is calling. So I'm calling store in employee, right? So employee will become child. Okay. Store will become parent. Okay. Clear? So the basic thing we have to understand here is, okay. So which object I am calling? Okay. Let's say store in I'm calling store information in employee object. Okay, so here store will become, the calling object will become parent, and in which object I'm calling some other object, that object will become child. Okay, or else you can say one thing, in which object you are creating a relationship, in which object you are creating a relationship, that object will become child object. Okay, or else you can say one more thing, and in which object you want to see other object details, that object will become a parent, and in the object which that other object details you are seeing, that object will become child object. Okay, so the relationships are parent child relationships. Okay, the relationships are parent child relationships. So here we have, okay, in Salesforce we have two types of relationships. Two types of relationships. Okay. So one is lookup relationship. Lookup relationship. Okay. Another one is master data relationship. Master data relationship. Today we'll see how to create these two, lookup and master data relationships. Okay. So before go and create a relationship, let's talk about what is the difference, what exactly properties of these relationships. So lookup relationship. Okay. Lookup lookup relationship. Okay. Relationship. Okay. So what is that, what are the properties of lookup relationships? Okay, so the field will become the lookup field. Lookup field will come as normal field, like not a mandatory field. Normal field. Okay, it's not a mandatory field. And okay, okay, lookup field will come as a normal field, and And if we delete, okay, if we delete parent record, okay, child record will be regret means will not change. Parent record, child record will be available, means it will not delete. Okay, if we delete parent record, child record will be available. Okay, so whereas in master detail, and one more thing, one more point here is, if we have data in between two objects, okay, we can create. So if we have data in between two objects, before we create an before creating a relationships, no issues. Before creating a relationship, no issue. We can, system will able to create as a relationship. Okay, yes, we can create a relationship. Okay, we can create a relationship, lookup relationship. Okay, means instead of that, what we can say, if we have data between two objects, okay, so here you can write like a in child object, if we have data, no issues. That's what I want to say. Okay, whereas in master data relationship, it will not allow us to create. Okay, in master data relationships, okay, the field will become master, become mandatory field, okay, and one more thing is key, in child object, data should not be there. Should not be aware. If the data is there in between object, so you cannot create. Should not be available. Okay, and if we delete, okay, if I delete parent record, okay, child also will become deleted. Child record also get deleted. Okay, let's see now practically. Now I want to create a relationship in between employee and store. So what I want to do, I want to call a store information. Okay, so I want to call a store information and employee. Let me create few store name like Hyderabad. This is not data. Okay, this is not data. Data means if you have created any other extra information, that will be data. Store like Hyderabad.
The lookup field is what exactly? You have mentioned lookup relationship, that the lookup field. That lookup
Lookup
field
field because
as a normal field.
no, I'll show you. Well, creating you'll understand. Like mandatory field means it will not come as a star. I'll this is a mandatory field. Okay, this is a mandatory field. Okay, if you see other fields, this is lookup will come like this. Okay, you will have lookup here, but it will not come as a mandatory. Okay, so mandatory means you will have star. Okay, we'll see once we create, we can see. Okay. Now I want to create a, I want to call the store information in employee. I want to call store information in employee. So let me go to employee object. Let me go to edit. Let me go to edit object. Go to fields and relationship. Create new. Okay. Select lookup relationship. Okay. Select lookup relationship. Click next. Now you want to relate to which object? I want to relate to employee to. I want to relate to means which object you are calling here. Relate to store, right? I want to call store. Select store. Store. Okay. In employee object, you're relating to store. Okay. And click next. Welcome. So click next. Security part and is adding to all layouts. Click next. Save. Okay. Another relationship got created. Let us see. Let me create a new record. See, store came here. Store came as a, it's not a mandatory field, right? It's not a mandatory field. It came as a normal field with lookup. Lookup, this is a lookup actually. Okay. So you are able to lookup means you are able to call other details. See, I am able to call store information. Okay. So now let me create few records. Or else what we can do, we can edit the existing record. Let's see. Yeah. So let me edit and send to Hyderabad store. Save. Okay. Let me edit this record. Save. This one also let me edit. Direct to Hyderabad. So let me edit the list view. That fields to be displayed. Let me display the store also here. Okay. So let me remove this experience kind of thing. Let me remove. Okay. Now add a store. Store. Okay. Save. Okay. So these employees are belongs to this store. Okay. So in stores, we go to stores. Okay. So we have store information here. So here parent is store, right? So parent is store. Let's say, so what I created a fields call, I created records called Sheikh, Mubina, Buchi. These three people are allocated to this store. Okay. Now I want to check a condition that, okay, if I delete parent means if I delete the store in store means Hyderabad store, if I delete, okay, so does this employee record also will get deleted? No, right? The condition is that one, right? If we delete parent record, okay, if you delete parent record means parent record is the record name is, if we if I delete, okay, if I delete, okay, if I delete a parent record means what is the parent record here? The parent record is, the parent is store names, right? So if I delete this parent, okay, automatically child record also will be available. Child record should not get deleted, right? So I have allocated the store information to these three employees. Let's say if I delete this store information in store, okay, let's see what will happen. So let me delete Hyderabad. Okay, select delete store. I'm deleting the store. Okay, so now refresh. Just come in employees, See, only that information went, but records are available, right? Only master detail, whatever the master detail, whatever the parent record information that only went, but the child record is available, right? But the child record is available. Child record means Sheikh, Mubina, Buji, these records not get deleted, right? Even though you deleted the parent, okay, the child record is available. Only particular parent information has been left, okay. So this is what about lookup relationship. So lookup field came as a mandatory, like it's not came as a mandate. It came as a normal field. Normal field means this one. No mandatory, no star mark. That's what I mean to say. Normal means like this field only. It came as a normal field, not as a mandatory field. Okay, and I was able to call store information, right? Then okay. So data is there. I was able to create the relationship. And if I delete parent record, once I delete the Hyderabad store information, the particular employees who has been assigned to that Hyderabad store, they are also remain. They are not deleted, right? So this is what about lookup. Now let's create a master data relationship. Okay. So I want to create a master data relationship in between. Okay. Bill and product. Okay, let's say bill and product. I want to create a relationship between bill and product. We have created any fields in product? No. Bill, any field? No. So let me create fields in these two objects. Let me go to the document. So relationships will create in the initial day of project. Okay, once the data is loaded into the system, okay, you'll be not able to create the relationships. Okay, so master data relationship you will not able to create it if you have data in between objects. Let's say in this object, if you have data in this object, let's say I want to create between product and bills. Let's say here in bill I want to call as a employee information. Okay, so in employee data is there, right? So in which object you are calling that particular object in employee object. Okay, if you in bills, if you have data, you will be not able to create a relationship. So that's why people will prefer, okay, it's a mandatory. Once you design the data model, in the initial day itself will create a relationships. The going forward you'll be not able to create the relationship because the data available. Once your data is available, you cannot define a relationship, right? So let me create a fields in bill object. Let me go to edit object. In bill I want to call employee information, so let me create few fields in bill, then we'll try to create a relationship. So bill number, amount, fields information. The price of the product, so I'll say price will be currency, right? Price of the product. Revenue. Next, bill date. Bill date will be date. Click next. Discount will be percentage. Discount can be 2 digits, not more than that. So that's fine. If you have these two fields, that's more than enough. Okay, so here I want to call employee information. Who is going to be sell this let's say I want to call product information. Okay, in product, yeah, product name, let's say TV AC category and mobile. So now I want to call product information into bill. Okay, so the product will become as a here. Okay, the product will become as a parent and bill will be child. So in bill I want to call product information. So I came to bill object. So in relationship, select the master data relationship and click next. Okay, and select the which product you want, which object you want to call here. In bill I want to call a product information, right? And call product, you will have two products. One is the standard and another one is the custom. Okay, just don't confuse. Yeah. This will be our product. Click next. Next, save. So you want to select related means which object you are calling, that object if you are able to select, that's more than enough. Okay, now let's go and see whether that relationship got created or not. Refresh. See, the product came as a mandatory field, right? But whereas in a lookup it not came as a mandatory, right? Okay, so now let me arrange page level. And let us create few records. Let's see if I delete parent, child also getting deleted or not. Okay, so now let me create few records. Also 10,000 discount 3%. Bill date today. Product I want to call TV. I have say mobile. 7 new. Price is 20,000. Discount 4%. Bill date today. And call. Save. Okay. Go to bills. Okay. So let's create a view, list view. Save. So select fields to be displayed and our bill date, then discount and for discount, product price, product bill date. same. Okay. So in the bill, in the product, only one product. Let's say, okay, let's say bill. Okay, let's say if I delete parent, okay, here parent is product, right? Here the parent is product. Let's say if I delete AC, okay, let's say if I delete AC, okay, that AC related record will delete or not, let's see. Okay, so I delete AC. Okay, so I deleted AC. So AC got deleted. Same way, let me delete mobile anything. Okay, let me delete. Here also record got deleted. Means if I delete parent, okay, if I delete parent, okay, child record also get deleted, right? Child record also get deleted. Okay, so I've deleted child. If I deleted parent record, okay, so child record also get deleted. Okay, so that's what. So even like we don't have any data in between two objects. That's the reason I was able to create a relationship. Means basically, in which object you are calling particular object. In child object, you should not have data actually. Okay. So here I don't have a data, so I was able to call the relationship between product and bill. And well, whenever I deleted the product, means parent record automatically. So whenever I deleted a parent record in product, automatically child record also got deleted. So this is what brief introduction about relationships. I'm done. Any questions here? Yeah. Any questions here? Yeah, Anuradha. I'm not able to hear Anuradha. If you have any questions, you can type. Yeah, Truti. You.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start another topic tomorrow. Okay. See you tomorrow, same time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.